Hey, what's up, anime fans? This is another episode of the Raysean Gadson Anime Podcast, or RGAP for short. And on today's episode, we're going to be discussing which streaming service are the best for watching anime, and also giving you my top 3 starter animes for anybody out there that wants to start anime but don't know which anime to start with. So if that has you interested, then sit back and enjoy the ride. Before we get started, I wanted to add a new section called Anime News, where I'm going to keep you updated in the world of anime. First piece of news. The popular shoujo Orin High School Host Club hits the stage once again in an upcoming musical adaptation slated to debut later this year. This seems amazing. I really love this shoujo anime. It's one of the best. I love the whole setup. The characters are amazing. The anime. So I've never seen it done in a play. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen any anime done in a play. So this will be interesting to see. For number 2, Crunchyroll has confirmed the simulcast premiere time for Demon Slayer, much anticipated Swordsmith Village arc. The arc launches with an hour-long premiere between 10:45 a.m. to 11:30 PDT on April 9th. Subtitles are available in English, Spanish, Portugal, French, German. I honestly can't wait for this new arc to premiere. I literally saw it in the movies maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago, and I thought it was phenomenal. The only thing I didn't like was that it showed like 2 episodes from the last season, so I wasn't for sure what was going on for a second. I'm sitting here like, oh, I thought this was a movie, but it was literally just showing like 2 episodes from the last one, and then it showed a new episode from the Swordsmith arc, and it looks fucking phenomenal. And I like the fact that this is more a Tanjiro story. You don't really get to see his 2 main support characters. You actually get to bring in 2 other support characters that are both Hashiramas. No, Hashiras. I said Hashirama. I meant Hashiras. So, I mean, I feel like this arc is going to be amazing. It's probably going to be one of those arcs where Tanjiro makes the most he gets his most upgrades, or he learns more moves. He's going to get his most power-ups from this arc, in my opinion. Number 3. The production desk for Boruto, Naruto's Next Generation, leaves the anime following the series finale for opportunity at Wit Studio. He was mainly responsible for supervising the schedule and managing the work for the production assistants. Additionally, he was also responsible for distributing the budget for episodes and participating in meetings regarding the progress of the show. Essentially, he was responsible for making sure the production of Boruto would stay on track. So this is going to be a big shoe they need to fill for next season. And I hope this didn't have nothing to do with them canceling the season kind of early, in my opinion, because like we didn't even get to finish up the Boruto. So I don't even know how much more chapters are going to be in the Boruto manga, and the anime already stopped. So when the anime does come back, we still got to finish out Boruto before we get into the time skip everybody's been waiting for. So I hope they're able to find another guy. Maybe they'll find somebody that's a little bit more on the animation being top tier, because the animation was subpar. It wasn't the best and it wasn't the worst, but there were moments where I'm like, dang, they could have really put some more money into this. But you know, Boruto did have a lot of episodes. I will say this, and they ran for a long time, just kept pitting out episodes. So it is kind of harder to just put all that money into like each episode when you probably have a short time frame. Because I think when they were actually doing the filler episodes, they were actually doing those every week. So, I mean, that's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. But you would think they probably done made like shortcuts. They probably got like stenciled sketches they can just pull up and stuff like that. But yeah, they need to really work on the animation. This is kind of what Dragon Ball Super had problems with too. They had a lot of episodes coming out, and it just seemed like after a while, the animation was just, they didn't give a fuck. They were like, bro, we need to get this shit out Friday. Like, nobody's re-looking at it, like, pure edited it or nothing. They just like, we need to get this shit out Friday. Whatever that shit look like, just let it out. But that's the end of our news segment. I'm going to be trying this out mainly more when I'm doing podcasts by myself. But I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please comment below so I know maybe if we should add it on to future episodes. Now back to our scheduled programming. Which streaming service are the best for watching anime? And I'm going to be ranking them from highest to lowest. Which ones I think are the best, especially for a lot of people who just now are getting into anime. And you're like, where should I go? Where should I start? The number one place you should start is Crunchyroll. If you know anything about watching anime, I know you have heard about this streaming service. It's the best for keeping up to date with new anime. Usually takes about an hour after it's broadcast in Japan. You can watch anime on here for free, but it will have ads. You can also buy an ad-free version, but it costs. So if you don't really want to spend money, then just watch it with ads. It's not that bad. So if you were just starting out with anime, I think this would be one of the best places for you to start. There's so many anime to choose from with over a few hundred to choose from. Also, they have merged with Funimation, so now they have one of the largest selection of anime subbed or dubbed. So if you want to hear it in Japanese or if you want to hear it in English. Number 2. Hulu boasts more than 300 anime titles and is the prime stop to watch hits like My Hero Academia, Boruto Next Generations, Attack on Titans, Soul Eater, and more. And also is the exclusive screamer for Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War Arc, and Tokyo Revengers Season 2 in the US. Hulu also partnerships with Crunchyroll and Funimations to carry some of their titles, but not all there. The main thing about Hulu, though, is that you're going to have to buy a subscription to view. There's not a way you can just watch it and just do the ads. I think there's a cheaper version where you can watch the ads. I think it's probably like maybe $6.99. I'm ballparking, or you can pay like $10 to get it without ads. So you're going to be paying either way. So this is more for about like, the richer people. You know what I mean? Number 3, Netflix. They have been stepping up their original content, such as Cyberpunk, Edge Runner, Castlevania, Devilman's Crybaby, creating their own lane into the anime scene. But they aren't as up-to-date like Hulu and don't premiere new episodes straight out of Japan like Crunchyroll. But if you wanted to start and see if you like anime, then this would be a good pick because it has a lot of great choices of OG anime that you can choose from, and it's not super expensive. And also I find it to be a little bit better if you happen to not like anime and you still want to watch other content, then this would be one of the best for that. Hulu too, because Hulu isn't just anime, they have others content too. Crunchyroll is mainly just anime. So if you happen to not like anime and you bought a subscription, you basically bought it for nothing. So Netflix, I usually tell people this, like if you just want to watch like the older Narutos, the One Punch Man and stuff like that, then this is good for you. And you can kind of step into it and figure out if you like anime. And it also gives you the options to watch other stuff, just in case you anime. Number 4. Now, I didn't really want to put these on here, but I know you guys are like, where can I watch them for free? Basically get the same advantages of like a Crunchyroll, a Hulu, and Netflix, all of these put together. These are some of the places I personally watch my anime. I do use Crunchyroll when anime are just now coming out, so when they're just now debuting. But like when I'm watching older stuff, I kind of use this website called Zoro. It is amazing. They're pretty much kind of like Crunchyroll. They are usually up to date. I don't know if it's an hour, just like how Crunchyroll is when you get the new episode, but they pretty much be having it either the next day. Also, there's other free choices such as Tubi, GoGo Anime, and Kiss Anime. I'm going to just let you guys know this. If you are downloading like free apps or stuff like that, there's a chance those can be cut off, and then you're like, damn, where can I go? Like even these websites I just said, there's a day I can go to these websites and they just don't work because they're not technically copyright safe. You know what I mean? Like the creators of these animes aren't getting money from these being played on these websites. So they usually get turned off after a while. But if I were you, I'll take advantage of them when you get the chance to see them. And also, when you do find a website or something that has good anime, isn't putting viruses on your computer, or if you already know one, go ahead and put them in the comments below so that people know where they can go and stream these animes. Because sometimes it be hard. Like once you lose your place you watch your anime at, and then you gotta find something else, and then you like worried about, oh shit, is this gonna give my computer a virus? Because I mean, this whole setup don't look that good. But you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta do what you want to do if you want to watch the animes. And sometimes it's just harder to spend money on subscriptions, especially with all the subscriptions that are out there. Some people be having like 5 different subscriptions, damn near adding them to a cable bill, and now you're trying to add something else. But at the end of the day, if you want something, sometimes you just gotta shave the little extra money to do it. Me personally, I know that when I watch a lot of free anime, and if I only watch it free, I usually try to buy either like a manga or some type of merchandise from that so that I can support the author and the creator, and also like keep that anime going, because that's like those the numbers they look at. Japan looks at the money more than they look at the viewerships, because they like this can have low views, but if that money's coming in with that merchandise, they probably keep that shit going for a while. But if that money ain't coming in, they don't be playing that. They'll cut that shit right off the air. You'd be like, bro, did they only get an anime 4 episodes? But I just wanted to let you guys hear about these streaming services. They're mainly for people who are just starting out for anime. I feel like people who have watched anime for years already know about these, have already put these into different categories, and already probably have their own websites they use. But if you're just now starting, go ahead and pick one of these and get your anime on. Now let's go ahead into our next segment. Now ranking top 3 starter animes. These are animes I feel like almost anybody can start with, and they can almost be brought into the anime culture. Or I feel like if you don't like these animes, then you probably won't like anime. But I'm probably being really hyperbolic right there. But I honestly feel, because these are some good picks right here, especially with today's society, because I feel like I try to pick some that are like action packed, a little bit adult, and also something out of the whole action category. The first anime I chose was One Punch Man Season 1. It is a lighthearted, action-packed anime that is beautifully animated. It doesn't have a hard story to follow, so it's easy to keep up with. And with today's society has proven from the box office how fucking popular superheroes are. So if you fucking love superheroes, you're gonna fucking love this anime. Because it basically checks all the boxes. Great story, nice animation, amazing characters. It's only 12 episodes, so it's not a huge investment like starting One Piece. That's almost 1,000 episodes. This is 12 episodes. And if you binge anything on Netflix, I'm pretty sure this is going to be equivalent time-wise. So go ahead and just try it out for me, guys. Number 2, Attack on Titans. Season 1. Oh my God. I'm going to have to let you guys know. This was one of those few animes that shocked me. It's sort of like One Punch Man in the action sense, but it has more darker themes. It follows. It's beautifully animated. Some of the themes it mainly follows are death, revenge, and these aren't really things you're going to see highlighted in One Punch Man. But if you wanted something a little bit more adult, then this is for you. It's going to leave a huge impact on you, because it left a huge impact on me. starting from just a few episodes in the first season where I'm sitting here like, damn, they just went ahead and just took out the main character. Like, you know what I mean? But that's not a spoiler. You need to watch it. If you think, oh, he just spoiled, I did not spoil it for you. You need to go watch that and then comment below how I didn't just spoil you right now. Like, it's a little bit more of a commitment than 12 episodes. It's 25, a little bit longer, but I'm pretty sure if you started and you like those first few episodes, you're going to finish this bitch so quick, you're going to be like, damn, why is it not 50? But most likely, you're probably going to go ahead and go into season 2. Because, like, at least with this anime, there's a lot more seasons to it. So if you do like season 1, it's a lot more of the story you can go ahead and follow. Except for One Punch Man, there's only 2 seasons out, when there's almost 10 seasons worth of manga. I can't understand it. But all right, moving on to number 3. I told you guys I picked an action, something that was a little bit more adult action packed. That was the Attack on Titans. This one I wanted to choose something that was an action. It's actually one of my favorite shoujo animes. Yes, I like to watch a shoujo anime every once in a while. And I feel like once you get into this anime lifestyle, you're not gonna always want to watch action, because anime does something so beautifully. They can almost take anything and make a fucking story out of this shit. And you just sit here like, bruh, I never felt like I could be brought to tears or be emotional over like a 4-year-old. Like, you know what I mean? And they'll show you the life that this 4-year-old has been living until then. And you're like, how the fuck? I couldn't do half that shit. And I'm 28. Like, you know what I mean? So it's crazy. But moving on to number 3, Maid-sama. If you aren't looking for an action-packed anime and would rather watch anime about romance, sort of like a rom-com, then this is the anime for you. Easy story to follow, the characters are amazing, and if you're tired of the whole damsel in distress plot line, then this is for you, because it really promotes woman independence. And that's what we scribing for 2023. And these are basically my starter animes for anybody I believe who wants to start anime could enjoy. Now, what were my starter animes? If you guys have been watching the podcast, you guys probably already know. But since this is going strictly to YouTube, and probably not going to have all the same people who listen to the podcast, I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys what my original starters were. My first starter anime would have to be Dragon Ball. I watched this when I probably, I'm going to say kindergarten to either second grade. That's when I first started it. But I didn't know what it was. I did not know it was anime. I just know I was on demand at my aunt's house, and I was literally just watching them episode to episode. And I think at that time they cost. So I think I ran up her bill really bad. And I felt so bad about it for a while. But then I kind of got over it. That's, the nerves of a kid, nothing really gets to you. But it was fucking amazing. I remember sitting back watching this shit, and I was like, bro, I've never seen any cartoon like this. Like, it was so beautifully done. I love seeing Goku do the scream when he's raging out, because that shit just gives me energy when he's like, just powering up. And I remember as a kid just like on the bed like screaming and shit, and my aunt ran in there like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm just sitting there like, bruh, what is this? And I remember her sitting there like, I think it took a few hours, and she's like, is it a fucking marathon of this shit going on? And then she checked. It was like, bruh, you are fucking charging me up a bill right now. But my second starter anime, this is basically when I got back into the anime culture, because it took me a while. I think this even like past high school, going into college. I will have to say Blue Exorcist. I don't know how many people have seen this anime, but you should. It is beautifully, I know I've said that word a lot today, but it's amazingly animated. I love the whole brother duo, their whole bond, and that they're basically trying to fight off the devil. I like the one brother who isn't a demon, but is like an exorcist, and he fights with these two like guns. And the shit is fucking amazing how good he is with these guns. So like it's amazing. It's not a whole like a sword anime, because usually when they do these type of exorcist animes, it's usually like sword on sword. So seeing him come in there just shooting motherfuckers up and is one of like the top exorcists at this shit, I really like that. And that's what made me really enjoy it. The only thing I don't like about this anime is that it's suddenly fucking cut off and hasn't given us any update on when it's coming back. Type of bullshit is that. One of the few things I do hate about some of Japan's anime is like they just cut that shit off. Like, fuck it. It ain't making no money. That's why I'm telling you guys, I gotta start promoting. Not promoting and also buying into these animes. Like, if you love these animes, buy something. Buy a manga, a poster, something. Just put a little money into these creators' pockets. You know what I mean? Because think if it was you. You would want people to buy your products or your manga or watch your videos and stuff like that legally. Like, when I was like, a lot of you like, I am watching them legally. But with that, we're basically gonna end today's episodes. I hope you guys understand which streaming services are better for watching anime, mainly for beginners. And also, you guys, if you were just getting into the anime culture, hopefully one of these starter animes I gave you have you interested. If not, there's probably going to be some more comments below of some starter animes. Pick from one of those. Or personally, hit me up on Instagram or on YouTube, and we can run through a whole list. You tell me what you like, and I will try my best to match you up with something. So with that, again, we're going to end today's episode. I want to thank you guys for listening. And if there's any new listeners, please like and subscribe wherever you are listening or watching, because we are now on YouTube, guys. So please head over to YouTube and subscribe, like, and comment. Pull us up higher in the algorithm so we can finally reach the stars together, guys. And with that, I say peace.